on units of time, okay? So we're just got to convert between different units, and so an example of units of times is seconds, minutes, hours, days. There's actually more units than that, but those are the ones that we're going to be focusing on. Like you can talk about years, that's a unit of time. Months, they're all units of times, but we're going to be focusing on these ones. So there are 60 seconds in a minute, there are 60 minutes in an hour, there are 24 hours in a day, and we're going to look at 24-hour time and notice that it's always 4 digits. It's a really critical point there. But let's get on to the lesson. So make sure you write this down. So here we've got units of times. We've got seconds, minutes. So seconds is abbreviated by just S. Minutes is min. Hours is just lowercase h. And days is lowercase d. So make sure you write this down so it's clear that you know what we're talking about. All right, let's get on to the examples. First of all, I have to do my conversions. So I've got to go back to my success criteria, and I know that in one day there are 24 hours. So to convert a day to hours, I have to multiply by 24 because there are more hours than there are days. Okay, so that means the opposite is true here as well. So please write this down, this flow chart as well. I know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, so to convert from hours to minutes, I need to multiply by 60. So that means I need to divide by 60 to go the other direction, all right? So if I'm going to convert from hours to minutes, I need to times it by 60. Think about it. And then the opposite has to be true. And then finally, there are 60 seconds in a minute. So if I've got 1 minute to get to seconds, I'm going to have to multiply by 60 as well. So that means that this way I'm going to divide by 60. So be aware of that. Okay, let's convert the following. So we're going to convert 2 hours and 20 minutes to minutes. So that's the end goal. So essentially we're going to change these hours to minutes because this is already in minutes. So how many minutes are there in an hour? 60. So I need to go from hours to minutes. I need to multiply by 60. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Equals 2 times 60. And then here I'm going to use is plus 20. So I'm going to plus the 20. And I get 120 minutes. And there are 120 minutes in 2 hours. Plus 20. So you end up getting 140 minutes. Okay. So what is 2 hours and 20 minutes in minutes? It's 140 minutes. It's a really important skill that we can do in life. If you guys want to use this flow diagram to see if you can do these questions, pause the video, do them and see if you get the same answer as me. All right, so we've got 120 minutes to seconds. So we're now going from minutes to seconds. So we're flowing down this way, so it's going to be times 60. So I'm going to go 120 times 60, and I end up getting 7,200 seconds. All right, so that's our abbreviation from this previous slide here. Okay, what about this next one? I'm going to clear some space here. Oh, I'm going to clear the highlighter away. Okay. I'm going to have to go from, this is from minutes, so from here to days. So what I'm going to have to do is divide by 60 and then divide by 24. Now I'm going to do that in one hit. So I'm just going to write it down. 11,520 divide by 60 and then divide by 24. Now I'm just going to put this in my calculator right now and see how we go. So 11,520, I'm doing it right now, divided by 60, and now I'm going to divide by 24. Okay, and I should get an answer. So you get 192 when you divide by 60, and then you go 192 divided by 24, and you get 8. So 11,520 minutes is 8 days. So I'm going to put days. But if I wanted to, I can put the abbreviation, which is just D. So be aware of, you can use both. All right, what about 4 days to minutes? So I'm going to rub that out. 4 days to minutes. So I'm going to go down this path from here to here. So I'm going to multiply by 20, multiply by 60, see how you go. All right, pause the video, have a crack at it. Don't just write what I'm doing because I may have made a mistake. So 4 days times 24 times 60. And I'm going to do that in my calculator. So 4 times 24 times 60. So I'm essentially doing the opposite of what I did in the last one. And I get 5,760 what? Minutes. So I'm going to put min. So I'm going to put my abbreviation there. All right, hopefully that's pretty straightforward. Let's go to the next example. Now, 24-hour time is that where essentially, and you use this all the time, you don't have AM or PM, okay? So we're going to change it from AM to PM. So essentially, anything you get from, say you got 8 AM, we write that as 0800. So we always write as 4 digits as what the success criteria talks to us about, okay? 11 AM will be 1100. So notice we need to put the place value of the 0 if we need to. Now, when you get to like 1 PM, which is after, we're going to keep going up. So we get up to 1200, which is midday, and then we're going to keep going. So 13. Okay, so see how 1 PM is one more than 1200, so then we keep going up. Okay, so you should be familiar with 24-hour time now. Let's see how we go with it. See if you have a crack at all of these, if you're confident in it. Pause the video, otherwise I'm going to do it. Okay, the first one, because it's AM, all I need to do is make sure it's in 4 digits. So I'm going to go 08 ... 15. Have I got 4 digits? Yes, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 digits there and we're ready to go. What about 8:15 PM? Well, it's already past the 12 and we're wrapping around. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go 12 plus 8, which is 20. And then I'm going to put the 15. So I'm going to go, so that equals 20, and then I'm going to add the 15 on. So 20, 15, that's in 24-hour time. See if you can do the next one. 12:30 AM. That's an interesting one. Actually, what's 1 AM? That'll be 0100. So what is 12:30 AM? We don't have to add anything. This is what it'll be, 0030, okay? Because it's before this 1 AM one, okay? So it's 12, it'll be 0030. Let's go with D. I'm going to put, what's 12:30 PM? What are we going to do? 12:30 PM. So 12:30 PM actually happens just before 1 PM, okay? It's early in the afternoon. If you think about it, 11:30 PM is almost midnight, okay? So AM happens in 30 minutes more. So 12:30 PM is actually just 12:30, all right? So just be aware of these two, okay? Be aware of those two because they can really affect what it is, okay? Okay, let's change this one. Given this one, we're going the opposite way. We're going to put it to AM, PM time. So this is just past midday, so it's going to be 12. So it's going to be the opposite of what we just did, 12:05 AM. It's really early in the morning, okay? This one should be pretty straightforward, 7 40 a.m. And this one, 2020, well, we've got a minus 8 and we get minus 12, sorry. Minus 12 and we get 8. So that's going to be 8:20 p.m. All right. So be aware of how we can change it from 24-hour time to AM, PM time. Okay. And the reason I'm minusing 12, okay, is because it's gone past the 12 already. So 20 is well past the 12. So I've got to see what it is in 12-hour time. So by minusing 12, or in this case, adding 12 in the other example, so we can change it from one system to the other. All right, now we've got a couple of questions. Find the difference in time. What's the difference between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m.? Well, I'm going to go 10 minus 6, and I get 4. So the difference is 4 hours. And you probably could have told me that just by looking at it. There's 4 hours difference between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. What about the next one? What is the difference between... it's actually just got a sum. What's 10 hours and 47 minutes minus 2 hours and 33 minutes? Well, all I'm going to do is I'm going to do the hours first. So I'm going to go hours. I'm going to go 10 minus 2 and I get 8. Then I'm going to go minutes, and I'm going to go 47. So that's 47 minus 33. So 47 minus 33. What do we get? 14. Okay, so therefore, the difference is 8 hours and 14 minutes. Okay, so be aware of that. So I'm going to use this and this. All right, that's the end of the lesson. Peace out.